So I just got done watching The Conjuring 3. The devil made me do it. Like and subscribe for more content. Yeah. So I'm in my kitchen doing this movie review because the light bulb just went out in my sitting room, and it's a different light bulb from the other ones I have in my house. So I'm doing it in the kitchen. And I'm actually doing it for a reason because I found more new noodles, so I'm going to do noodle reviews again. Cool. But you're not here for that, you're here for the movie review. Yeah, so it starts off basically with the couple we know from the other movies. They're trying to help this little boy who's possessed on the kitchen table. And it starts off pretty cool because like there's claw marks on the wall, and there's something just not right about the house, and it's kind of eerie and quiet, and then it breaks into the whole trying to get the demon out of the kid, and trying to fight with the demon, and they're waiting for the priest to come and to do an exorcism and everything, and then then there's a lull, and then the kid, I can't remember actually what happened. Yeah, so then it kind of goes, and then the kid's friend, what was it? Oh yeah, his sister's boyfriend, who's like 17, 18, then says just tells the demon just to go into him thing, so it does, and then that stops everything, and but then the guy, the main guy of the story, he gets knocked out, and he sees that, but nobody else sees it. Everybody else thinks that the exorcism worked, so then that's kind of the setup of the movie, which is pretty cool. So I'll just say off the bat that this is actually the best Conjuring film I think I've seen since the second one, really, The Conjuring 2. I like a lot of these movies. Rotten Tomato, apparently people on Rotten Tomato didn't like the Annabelle film. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was hilarious. And this film, I found myself laughing a lot, because that's what I do watching horror films. I just laugh at them because they're so ridiculous and funny. Especially possessed stuff. It's just hilarious. But I do like the makeup and the special effects and all of that. It was really good in this movie. It was really strong. And they got in some really good actors. They got in the guy from, the dad from Fringe, and he was in Lord of the Rings as well, which is pretty cool. I was just like, oh, brilliant, he's in this, that's great. And he plays actual another priest, a retired priest, and but we'll get into that. That's later on. So I'm just going to get into spoilers, because with these movie reviews, I kind of just talk about my favourite scenes, and that was one of my favourite scenes when it turned out that priest, he actually did the same thing that the couple does, was collect evil stuff from around the world and hide it in his basement type of deal. And when the couple walked in, the woman, the wife, just went, "You should burn all of this." And I just started laughing. I was just like, well, why don't you just burn all your stuff? And he said, the priest was like, well, I see it taking guns off the streets and hiding them, from people. And I think the husband said that before in another film at some point. I can't remember, but yeah, when you're this many movies into it, you kind of do reuse old lines of dialogue, just to kind of anyway. But yeah, so that was pretty good. Really, the other actors, the older dog, the boyfriend and the girlfriend, were in a dog's home, kennel kind of situation, and then it turns out like he's possessed, and then the demon makes him kill again. Makes him kill the guy, the landlord, I guess. And then so the whole thing is like, well, they have to investigate what's going on, like try to figure out what's going on. And I love all of that kind of stuff, investigations type of deal stuff. Really cool. And so they went back to like really the beginning when the little boy got possessed, and they found a totem underneath the house that was like left there by they think it was a Satanist devil worshipping cult type of deal, and then that's how they ended up getting it to the priest, because he was like studying them for 9 years and stuff, and then so he said like, it could be to do with that type of thing, but then it slowly reveals that he had a daughter, and the daughter really got into all the culty stuff. So then they found out that it was actually her that was the witch, which is pretty cool. That was a good twist. That was a good twisty twist. Kind of should have saw that coming, but whatever. Yeah, but no, I really enjoyed that twisty twist. It was really good. So that was good. All the actors were good. All the storylines were good. The cops were good. The cops like testing Joanne out, her psychic abilities, and she picked out the right knife. And the cops were like passing money to each other like they had bets on. That was pretty funny. And then they found out like to slowly reveal the whole thing, and then the thing with the guy's tablets and everything like that. That was really, it was like I say, it was like the best film. It really was. Like I had to watch it. I actually watched this film last night, and then tonight I actually watched it again. I kind of fast forward through bits where nothing really happens, but then I watched it again because it was such a good film. So yeah, when the boyfriend ended up in prison, I was just like, oh, that's the best. Like, he should be going around killing other inmates and stuff, but that didn't really happen. Because I suppose, like, it was based on a true story, so they couldn't really do much with it. Which I always think, I was like, but, like, that was the best thing. Why don't they make a film like that? Like, a guy's possessed in a prison and he's just going crazy, and they have to try and figure out, like, who the killer is, and then the twist is like it's possessed guy. Like, I'd make that film. But anyway, so like, yeah, it was. Yeah, like I said, it was the best film. Definitely recommend it. I don't know what it has on Rotten Tomato. I probably should have looked that up, but I suppose it isn't. It's only come out, so it don't really be much of that going on just yet. But yeah, no, I really, like I say, the special effects are really good. The mystery plot line to it was really good, like slowly unraveling the whole thing. And then there was references to other films, which was really good. And I think this is like the last movie in the timeline, because this was set in 1981, so I think they're just going to progress on now from there. I don't know if they can get away with doing any more prequels, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just the whole when the kid was contorting, and when the boyfriend was contorting, that was really cool. That was really fun. Like lots of little twists and turns and everything like that. I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't really want to spoil it. I know that it says spoilers, but like, it was just it's such a compact film, and I really did enjoy it. Other scenes, um, you know, include the courtroom scene where they actually said, they were they were saying not guilty because he was possessed. Like, that's never happened before. And then it turned out in the end that he only got like 4 years in prison for manslaughter, and then he actually got married to the girlfriend, and then that was happily ever after. So I wonder how much of the story was actually true. I think it was about, like, with a lot of these movies, like, they're very embellished, like, you know, they're big time embellished. Like, I don't think he was really flying up in the air being possessed and stuff. Like, I see, you know, we've never actually seen any footage of that happening or anything, like, you know. But you know, you only kind of see these kind of things in films, like, you know. But because I think scientists said they'd actually figure out that it's actually a condition. You know, it's a no, a neurological condition, and you actually have to, you know, there's actually videos of it on YouTube where they actually strap patients to the thing, and they put, and they just, and like they're fine, and then they figure out and they get them on the right medication, and then they're fine. So, like, it isn't really possession and such. Like, all of these exorcisms and stuff is just people like move into new houses, and like old houses, and they hear weird noises, and that's because you're not used to the house. You're not used to the house settling yet and all that stuff, you know. And they get in a priest just to bless the house, and then they feel safe again. Okay. Whatever, you know. But, like, some people, like, move because they think the house is possessed. The house isn't possessed, lads. Like, cop yourselves on, for God's sake. And they do actually show that in a previous film. Like, most of the time, like, houses aren't really possessed. It's just, like, the plumbing or something, like, you know. And I really like the way that they did actually do that in a previous film. I think that was the second one. Anyway. But, like, so, like, they're even saying, like, it is very, when a person is possessed, it is very, like, seldom, you know, which is, makes sense for that kind of universe of a movie, like, you know. So that's why most people still don't believe in that kind of thing, and in the universe of the film, like, you know, which makes sense, which is good. So, like, that's why I like the world building, I like story building and all of that. I suppose they're just going to keep on telling stories about what this couple did and stuff. Okay. But really, that was the best one. Like and subscribe. Check out my other channel. Check out my other channel. Check out my channel. Check out all my other videos and movie reviews and noodle reviews and all that kind of type of fun stuff. And there is plenty more content coming. I reached 100,000 views, which is really cool. I'm actually 110,000 views now on my channel, which is brilliant. I'd like to get up to 200 subs if possible. I'd like to get to 1,000 subs. I mean, that's the goal. Like, you know, this is why I'm pumping out a video nearly every week now. It is the summer. I have been missing a week here and there because it's the summer. I've been doing stuff. But like I said, I bought a bunch of noodles, so I'm going to review them and pump out a video at least once a week again. But, like, if you're a fan and you're watching, waiting for the video every week, I just, you know, it's just busy. It's always busier in the summer than it is the rest of the time of the year. Yeah, that's just the way she goes. Yeah, so like and subscribe. And I'll see you all later. Yeah, and watch the video. Watch the film. Definitely recommend it. Yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.